A video going viral on social media shows a penguin leaving its group and walking alone toward the mountains of Antarctica. People are linking it to human behavior, such as depression, loneliness, or making big decisions without fear. But the reality is something else. This is a scene from the 2007 documentary Encounters at the End of the World. It was made by German filmmaker Werner Herzog. But who knew that after 20 years, this documentary clip would become so famous on social media? There are so many hardships and sacrifices in the life of this innocent animal that it's hard to believe. Welcome back to TV's video. Viewers, in 2007, Werner Herzog showed such a scene in his documentary. 2 decades later, it has raised a big question on the internet. In this clip, an Adelie penguin is shown leaving its colony. It walks toward the mountainous regions of Antarctica instead of the ocean. At the South Pole, the ocean is the source of food and life for these penguins. But this lone penguin was leaving food behind and walking straight toward death, where there was neither food nor any hope of survival. To understand the reason, we need to understand the nature of penguins. Why is this creature leaving the ocean and going 100 kilometers inside Antarctica? Antarctica is a place where nature has left no room for any living being. It is the coldest and windiest continent in the world. Temperatures here can drop to -90 degrees Celsius. In such extreme cold, if a human body is not properly covered, it would begin to freeze within 10 seconds. Even if you throw a glass of boiling water into the air, it would freeze before it touches the ground. Then the question arises, why did penguins choose this deadly cold as their home? The answer lies in their predators and their hunger. Although the land of Antarctica may be barren and a home of death, the ocean surrounding it is full of life. In this freezing ocean, small shrimp-like fish exist in such large numbers that there is plenty of food here. But the real reason for living here is the enemies of penguins. These animals can neither run fast nor can they fly. If they were anywhere else, predators of the forest would eat them or their eggs. The good fortune of penguins is that, in the cold of Antarctica, no dangerous animals come. Because of this, penguins have made this cold their shield. Nature has given them the strength to fight such extreme cold. Under their skin, there is a thick layer of fat called blubber, and their feathers are so dense that icy winds cannot reach their bodies. Although Antarctica is a gift of nature for penguins, nature does not give anything for free. If they find shelter from enemies here, they must pay the price by facing death every year. Every year, penguins have to pass the test of life and death. In the icy world of Antarctica, not every penguin is the same. There are a total of 5 species found here. The heaviest and up to 4-foot-tall penguins are called emperor penguins. After them come the helmet penguins, or chinstrap penguins, which have a thin black line under their chin. The third species is the gentoo penguins, recognized by their orange beak and white stripe. Then there are the macaroni penguins, which have stylish yellow feathers on their heads. And finally, the penguins seen in viral videos are called Adelie penguins, identified by the white ring around their eyes. Anywhere else in the world, when winter begins, animals and birds move toward warmer regions. But in Antarctica, the opposite happens. Most penguins move away from the ocean for breeding. This is because, near the ocean, there is danger from leopard seals, killer whales, and birds that are enemies of their eggs. Apart from that, conditions near the ocean in Antarctica are quite harsh. Strong winds and waves can wash the eggs away. Especially emperor penguins are the ones that move toward the icy mountains in winter, all to continue their species. Every year in the months of May and June, when winter's here, the journey begins. Emperor penguins leave their food in the ocean and start traveling together in groups of hundreds of thousands. Their destination is the breeding colony where they were born, 100 kilometers away from the sea. This journey is so difficult that their body energy starts to drain. There is nothing to eat along the way, and nothing at the destination either. After reaching the breeding colony, they choose their partners. The male penguin makes strange sounds to impress the female. He pushes his chest out while moving his neck up and down in a dancing-like motion. The healthier male gets selected more quickly. After mating, the female lays only one egg, and by this point she is completely exhausted. During this entire process, no penguin has eaten anything for the past 2 months. They survive only on what they last ate in the ocean, a sacrifice to continue their species. But the male penguin makes an even greater sacrifice than the female. After laying the egg, the female transfers it to her male partner's feet without letting it touch the ice. Then all the females head back toward the ocean. During this time, the male penguins, hungry for 2 months, gather close to each other. They balance the egg on their feet in the freezing weather. Imagine this. For the next 2 months, this father stands in icy storms at temperatures of -60 Celsius. He does so without eating or drinking anything. He does not even move from his spot so that the egg does not fall and freeze. By the time the mother returns, the father has lost more than half of his body weight due to 4 months of hunger. By this point, before the egg hatches, all the mothers return. But if, by chance, the chick comes out before the mother arrives, the male penguin produces a special milk from his throat and feeds the baby. That milk is made from the last drops of his remaining energy. This is the father of the world, who protects a new life without caring about his own death. When the baby penguin is about to hatch and the females return after filling their stomachs, they recognize their partners. Then they take the egg under their protection, and all the hungry male penguins finally head back toward the ocean. Let's move forward. Emperor male penguins make the greatest sacrifices just to protect their children. That is why they are also called the best dads in the world. But is every male penguin that caring? Maybe not. In Adelie penguins, males are known not for sacrifice, but for stealing. Yes, the same penguins that were seen in the viral video, where emperor penguins are famous for their sacrifice. Adelie penguins are considered the most mischievous and clever birds of Antarctica. Their nature is completely different from emperors. The strangest thing about them is their way of building nests. On the ice of Antarctica, there is no grass or twigs, so Adelie penguins build their homes using stones. The male who builds the best nest increases his chances of being selected by a female. In their world, the value of a single stone is no less than a diamond. When a male penguin builds a nest to impress his partner, he often chooses the path of stealing. When the neighboring penguin is watching, the Adelie male secretly steals stones from his nest and places them in his own. Sometimes they even spend the whole day fighting over just one stone. This strange nature shows that they are very social and hyperactive. But their system is more balanced than the emperor's. Here, the father does not stay hungry alone. Instead, both mother and father take turns sitting on the egg in shifts. When one goes to eat, the other stands guard. Their breeding colony is not as deep as that of the emperors. But still, they have to travel up to 50 kilometers inland. So the question arises, how did such a social and intelligent animal, one that keeps track of every single stone, suddenly lose its way and head toward death? When filmmaker Werner Herzog saw this scene, he himself was quite shocked. He saw that one penguin separated from the crowd and then started walking in the exact opposite direction. Scientists have called this strange behavior a psychotic breakdown. Whether human or animal, sometimes the wires of the brain get crossed. Penguins have a built-in GPS in their brain, which works like a natural navigation system for them. It works as a kind of compass. According to scientists, penguins can sense the Earth's magnetic field. They use it to guide themselves in the ocean, just like a compass. They also use cues like the position of the sun, stars, currents, or even smells to remember their direction. When they return to their colony hundreds of kilometers away, their brain combines all these cues to guide them along the correct path. But sometimes, due to a brain infection, a parasite, or simply too much stress or hunger, their brain malfunctions, leading them astray. At that moment, the penguin does not see companions or the ocean around it. Instead, its mind fixes on a wrong, perilous path. But have you ever wondered what happened to that penguin? Can animals actually feel grief or not? Science answers this with a yes. When a penguin chick dies in Antarctica's harsh cold, the parents do not move away. They stand near their dead chick and make strange, sad sounds. Sometimes, the grief becomes so intense that they even try to steal other penguins' chicks. This is an attempt to relieve the burden in their heart. So, is it possible that this penguin lost someone dear to it? Surely, science calls it a mental malfunction. But to observers, it seems that the penguin was suffering from stress or depression. When Werner Herzog shot this clip, he did not try to save it. Antarctic law forbids interference with nature's order. The lone traveler continued toward the mountains until it disappeared from sight. Beyond that, for thousands of kilometers, there are only snow-covered mountains. No fish and no water. The penguin must have collapsed somewhere in a pile of snow, exhausted by hunger and fatigue. The world of penguins teaches us a lot. On one side, there is the emperor penguin that risks its life to save new life. And on the other side, there is the lost traveler who left everything behind and headed toward an unknown destination. Hopefully, you all will like and share this video a lot. Many thanks for your loving comments. See you in the next amazing video.